Co widzisz, patrząc na ten symbol? Masz jakieś skojarzenia? Wrażenia? Całe swoje życie, kiedy mijałam ten symbol, nie wiedziałam dlaczego, ale nie wyglądał dla mnie przyjaźnie. Przecież nawet nie znam żadnego Żyda. A Izrael? Izrael był zawsze czarnym punktem na mojej mapie. Odległy skrawek ziemi z dziwnymi ludźmi, kulturą i historią. Może masz podobne wrażenie? Zaczęłam się zastanawiać, dlaczego tak się dzieje. Dlaczego mam negatywne skojarzenia z kulturą, ludźmi, których nawet nie znam.
I didn't grow up in like a very Jewish family. Like religious and religion, like in general, wasn't important for us. As I told you, my Polish grandmother, she got buried in a civilian, how do you call it, cemetery.
Cemetery.
Her funeral was civilian. We didn't have any religious motives. When they came to Israel, they understood that the most important thing is not religion. Yeah, we came to Israel because we were Jewish. But now we're in Israel, and the most important thing is to be a good person. My parents, not grandparents, they are on the left side of politics. So they believe in peace, they believe we should have peace, they believe that we should give up land for peace.
Christian will come into this room, he will have something to learn from. I can tell you that when I was in Australia, I wanted to pray with the boss because it was, I don't know, 2.5 months after I've been to my journey with nothing on me, with only my bathing suit, t-shirt, flip-flops and my guitar. And the place that I've been was so small, it was only church over there. There wasn't no synagogue, no mosque, no anything. And I wanted to speak like in a place that maybe he will be there. So I went inside the church and I prayed. What's the difference? We all target for the same one.
It's a stressful environment, Israel. It's a stressful environment because we're surrounded by enemies. With, let's say, nations who are openly want to kill us all, you know, in a certain way. And
Can you feel it somehow?
Yes, because in a way, because you feel the borders. You're going, like, if you say, okay, I have 3 free days in Chile, you can say, okay, I'm gonna go to see a nice town in Argentina. In Poland, you say, okay, I'll hop in the car and I'll go to Berlin, to Berlin, or to Czech Republic, or to Lithuania, or to Denmark. You know, and here we don't have that option. We're closed within those little tiny borders we have.
What kind of relationship do you have with this place?
I do love it. I do love it. I love the people. I think the people are very special. Very special. People feel one about another. People care. People really care. And most of the internal conflicts here are because people care. And not because the people get loud and people yell one at another, and so on. And in most cases, at least I see, maybe I'm naive, but at least I see this because people care. People that come once a week or once 2 weeks to clean the house are Arabs from the territories, Palestinians. And many people leave them the house keys.
Okay.
Because the cleaners come here when you are when you are at work. And this is okay.
Here I feel that I have someone to trust, and I can be sure that I will survive somehow.
Yes, unless you explode in a bus or a rocket falls on your head, it's
But I
considerable risk.
But I love Israel. I think it's a beautiful country, and we live in hard times. I hope something will change.
You're inside of a system with rules, something that very familiar with your TV network, and people tell you what to do and you cannot be creative and do whatever you like to do. So instead of coming and certain hours and put the time machine, so you need to go with uniforms and everything. There's straight rules, and you need, once you get out of the cage, you just want to feel free again. So you go and doing something like really outrageous, breaking all boundaries, because you've been to boundaries for the last 3 years. And maybe it's a little bit more meaningful because nobody asks you to be there. You cannot quit.
Mhm.
Like you just did.
You can't.
Like somebody did.
Can do.
So we cannot do it. So
If you had the choice.
if I had the choice to quit,
Mhm.
I would never quit.
Why?
Because it's part of our, it's not culture, it's part of our commitment to this country.
I think Israel is misjudged in a certain way, the way it's like treated from the outside. I obviously disagree with different anti-Semitic statements and stuff like that, like the Jews with their long noses conspiring to take over the world with their money, you know. Obviously, I think it's fucking bullshit, you know, and I think it's a stupid theory and
Have no base?
has no base. No, because, you know, even if there are some rich Jews in Hollywood or bank owners in the US, like Goldman Sachs or stuff like that, it's not that they share their money with the rest of the Jews. As I said, it's like easier for me to identify with a student in his 20s in Poland, Spain, Russia, or an Arab country than specifically a Jew who is an absolutely different status group than me, you know? It's like I find solidarity with people, but not based on race.
I don't know Polish people a lot, or the culture or something like that, but visually you look very similar to Russian people. Now, Russian people we know very closely. There's a lot of Russian people in Israel. My in-laws from my brother's side are Russians, so I'm familiar with the Russian tradition. And the one thing that you have very good humor.
Okay.
Humor is good. You mostly love to have a good laugh, love to have like sermons, like families, reunions, get-togethers, like toast, drinking.
Just the stereotype. It's not
Sure.
really true.
Sure.
Yes,
Usually say about a Polish mother that she worried too much.
worries too much.
Mhm.
Yes.
Very much.
Like my father is a Polish mother.
Okay.
He's worries too much. Calls me all the time. I don't really think anything about the Polish people. I don't really know them. Didn't really saw them. I think they're more like the Russian people.
Could you send your private message for Polish people?
For Polish people. That it's a shame that we are not closer, like we don't know Poland that good, and just keep on open communication, like to know more things, just like you are doing now on Israelis. And it would be nice if someone would do the same, like on the other side, or bring the both perspectives.
Come to here, it's really warm
And
here.
don't judge us just for stereotypes.
Yeah, we are regular people as everyone else. Don't believe everything you see in the media because it's an opinion.